I'm not asking if you believe in it, but was there any experience that stood out the most, that was most proof worthy? Or is it just the fact that it's so regular and it's so common that makes it more susceptible to knowing that it's real? Is that too much of a weird ask? Did I ask that weirdly?
No, it's not. I've had some proof-worthy experiences, but it's interesting. Julie and I have talked about this before that, when people are visioning, we don't have a whole lot of conversation with them about what's happening. We just kind of watch what's unfolding. We don't really get in the way of that. And so we're not like, who are you seeing? What are they telling you? And I did have a couple of experiences like that, which were the ones that really affirmed to me that people see what they're saying that they're seeing. But we witness it a lot, but it's kind of so commonplace in a way that it's not, I don't know, it's not as profound each time we see it, or, it's very profound, of course, but, like I've only had a handful of experiences where my patient told me what they were seeing, because most of the time when they were doing it, I just observed what and knew that that's what was happening. I didn't like press them for who they were talking to, because I had already seen that with other patients where they said, my wife is in the corner. I see her. She's right there. She's coming to get me. Like I've had those. So many of the times when we see these visions, it's just a sign that we see, or we ask the family, have they been seeing these things? Are they saying it's kind of like, are they having irregular breathing? How has their blood pressure been? Are they seeing dead people? It's like a symptom of dying in a way. So after a while, it's like, I don't know. It's always profound, but it's less, I don't know, Julie.
Oh, no, that's exactly how I was going to say it too, Penny. Like, so to me, what's most fascinating about it, and what I found, is that like how often it happens. And like I can't say whether I really don't care what it is, but what I like to like, so it's like, I don't care, like, do you believe in it or not? It's like, I believe in it. I know that it's not the things people think it is, right? It's not oxygen or the brain being deprived of oxygen. It's not because of medications. It's not delirium. That looks much different. Like I can say that this visioning thing that we see in a lot of hospice patients is its own thing. I do know that. It's not like, I really don't think it's because of medications or because of, well, it's definitely not because of the oxygen to the brain, because most of the time they're alert and oriented and their oxygen's fine. So it's more of like, I know what it's not, but I don't know what it is. And to me, it happens just often enough that it's like, it's kind of commonplace, and it's not about us, right, as hospice workers. So I would think it'd be very strange for a hospice nurse to be like, tell me more. What is it? When did they die?
Yes.
Like
yeah.
that's weird. Like nurses shouldn't be doing that, right? Like this is more of like, it's not about us. It's about their experience, about the family's experience. And yes, I've seen people visioning, and it's, of course, like Penny said, it's always amazing, but I'm not going to like interrupt that to like get a good story about someone visioning. You know what I mean? It's more like just observe and it's more surprising to me how often you observe it. And really, if you don't observe it, a lot of my stories come secondhand from family members because they're worried. Like, I don't necessarily see someone visioning, but the family will say, hey, I'm getting worried because he keeps talking to his dead dad, and then that's where you do the education.